morning, dear friends, and welcome to this module. In the previous module, we had discussed the interplay between the human body and digital technologies with a focus on the concept of the seam that connects these two realms. We had also looked at how the contemporary culture influences the formation of digital identities. Today, we shall examine several key concepts related to identity, deconstruction, and their significance in various contexts, including the workplace and personal branding. These concepts are interconnected as they revolve around self examination and self presentation. Individuals create and project different identities in the workplaces, not only as professionals but also as individuals who draw on the broader social identities. These identities are interlinked with the identities of others. They are influenced by the context in which interactions occur, including the norms and expectations of the working environment and the broader socio-cultural context. A professional digital identity refers to an individual's online presence and reputation in a professional context. Individuals should focus on cultivating and controlling their digital career identity, highlighting their skills, values, interests, and professional connections in an online environment as it greatly enhances their employability. Before looking at the specifics, it is essential to explore the broader applications of digital identities within our work environments and their implications for organizations. The following video, which we are going to share, shall provide insights into the significance of being mindful of our digital identities and the development of strategies to safeguard and ensure their accessibility in the digital workplace. Recognizing the multifaceted role digital identities play can elucidate the importance of fostering a positive and secure online presence within a professional setting.
Digital transformation has fundamentally reshaped IT security and significantly complicated life for information security leaders. Cloud services, mobile devices, hybrid workforces, and the Internet of Things pose a variety of workflow, security, and compliance challenges for today's life and mission-critical organizations. Ransomware attacks, phishing scams, and data breaches can disrupt IT systems, tarnish reputations, lead to costly regulatory fines, and revenue loss. In healthcare, they can detract from patient care and result in poor patient outcomes. Cyber insurance providers are responding by scrutinizing security controls with a fine-tooth comb, raising premiums, capping payouts, or simply denying coverage to high-risk policyholders. To improve security posture, forward-thinking CISOs are moving to newer security models to protect today's hybrid IT environments and workforces. They're shifting their focus to digital identity. A digital identity is an electronic representation of a person or non-human user and serves as the link between people, devices, and data. As the world has increasingly moved online, digital identities have become commonplace. If you use facial recognition to unlock your phone or fingerprint recognition to open a banking app, you make use of a digital identity. Many organizations use digital identities to authenticate and authorize user access and control and audit their actions. For this reason, a well-architected digital identity strategy is one of the most business-critical solutions today. Among the many benefits, a comprehensive plan can minimize the risk of cyber attacks while improving user workflows, provide evidence of compliance to auditors, and demonstrate cyber readiness controls to insurance underwriters. But formulating a digital identity strategy and devising a rollout plan can be a daunting proposition. While there are several architectural frameworks that can help, they have all generally been conceived with similar distinct categories, such as governance and administration, identity management, authorization, and authentication and access. These categories serve as the core pillars of a robust security and user efficiency-focused digital identity strategy. By starting with a phased, risk-aligned plan that addresses your most pressing security needs as quickly as possible, you can achieve a stronger security posture, introducing additional capabilities over time. Transitioning to a new strategy requires careful thought and thorough planning, and balancing security and user experience can be tricky. Imprivata can help you formulate and implement a cohesive digital identity plan that reduces security risks, eases compliance burdens, improves workflow efficiencies for both end users and IT professionals, and helps you face ever-changing threats head-on.
The concept of a resilient digital workplace is becoming increasingly synonymous with a borderless organization. It is now willing to embrace the permanence of hybrid mode of work. Post pandemic organizations are now focused on re establishing personal connections while also attempting to accommodate employee preferences for flexibility. The shift to hybrid work model introduces new technology and security challenges, necessitating a zero trust based approach to security. Identity, which is a core pillar in this strategy, emerges as the foundation for a resilient digital workplace and also ensures that the right individuals can access the right resources while keeping the organization secure. To achieve this, organizations are implementing identity centric security architectures, contextual access control, centralized identity governance, single sign on, and multi factor authentication solutions. Identity in the workplace has transformed into an essential element of resilience and adaptability. As organizations recognize the pivotal role of identity in shaping the post pandemic workplace, they are more likely to prioritize investment in advanced identity management solutions. By doing so, they set the stage for a resilient and attractive digital workplace, strengthening their image as a trustworthy, forward thinking, and digitally appealing entity in the professional landscape. In the digital context, the digital curb appeal pertains to how appealing or attractive an individual's online presence or profile is to others, especially in a professional or social context. The idea of the digital curb appeal is a concept which has been borrowed from the real estate industry, where curb appeal refers to the attractiveness of a property when viewed from the street. Having a strong digital curb appeal means that your online presence, such as your social media profiles, personal websites, or professional platforms like LinkedIn, etc., remain well maintained, up to date, visually pleasing, and provide relevant and interesting information to visitors. Conversely, a lack of digital curb appeal would result from an outdated and abundant online presence, visually unappealing design, or an absence of relevant content. Digital curb appeal emphasizes the importance of making a positive and memorable first impression, maintaining consistency and professionalism, providing accurate and high quality content, and organizing your digital identity effectively. The care and maintenance you put into your online presence reflects your professionalism. As a maintained property suggests, a responsible homeowner, your online content and interactions could be conducted professionally. Let us look at some more components of digital identity. The components of digital identity listed on this slide are professionalism, accuracy, and consistency. Professionalism suggests that your online interactions, including the comments and different social media posts, blogs, etc., should reflect a professional approach. So, one has to strike a balance between the personal and professional lives. For example, we have to be watchful about the words we use, the type of humor we employ, and also what aspects of our personal or professional life we want to disclose in which manner. By accuracy, we suggest that our online presence and our profiles should be accurate and continuously updated. Maintaining an already posted online available CV or resume must be continuously checked to ensure accuracy and relevance, and inaccurate information or obsolete information should be weeded out to maintain a professional image. Consistency incorporates different perspectives. Firstly, our online and offline identities should match. That means that the professional identity you want to present online should definitely have some alignment with your real life persona and values. It is crucial for building a positive professional reputation. A consistent digital identity would extend to your profile pictures, for example. The profile picture should be the same or visually similar across multiple online platforms. Your bio statement should also convey a consistent core message, regardless of varying lengths on different platforms. Your self presentation and the professional content you share should also maintain a consistent and coherent identity throughout various online spaces. This uniformity helps in building a strong and easily recognizable digital persona. The online information should also be presented in an organized manner. Different digital platforms may require different types of structure. So, we have to adapt our online presence to represent a professional identity in the best possible manner. And we have to ensure that our information is categorized and appropriately ordered to facilitate user navigation. The quality of our online material is also significant. A low quality content can negatively impact your reputation and deter opportunities. We have to ensure that the online presence is professional, accurate, consistent, and organized to create a positive first impression. By representativeness, we want to suggest the idea that one's digital identity should offer a complete as well as a coherent picture of our professional self. This means including all significant components of your professional experience, skills, and strength. And it is about aligning your online presence with your actual professional identity. Maintaining a strong digital identity involves presenting yourself consistently and professionally, ensuring that your online profiles are accurate, well organized, and offering high quality content. It should also fully represent your professional self. This strong digital identity is essential for building a positive online reputation and can also attract opportunities in your field. The next slide aims to provide insights into various platforms and features. It might be helpful for academic and higher education professionals to make informed choices about their online presence. In the table given on the left hand side of the slide, you would find that the major platforms are given for certain relevant themes. So we have to watch how other people are maintaining it. And in this area, we should also explore the features and do certain additional research to make our presence worthwhile. We should also dive in only when we are ready. Inaccurate, imperfect, and imprecise information should not be hurried on an online posting. The internet capitalizes on fear of missing out by constantly engaging people with their digital presence. One does not need to be present on every online platform, as attempting to do so can be overwhelming. The fear of missing out, popularly known as FOMO, often drives people to try to keep up with numerous social media sites, which can lead to a hectic online existence and can be difficult to cope with in the longer run. Digital literacy and online identity are also very closely connected. Digitally literate individuals can shape their online identity to match personal or professional objectives by consistently sharing pertinent content and articulating their expertise effectively. Digital literacy encompasses critical thinking skills, which enable individuals to assess information sources, reducing the likelihood of spreading misinformation or falling for online scams and promoting an online identity characterized by a commitment to accuracy and truthfulness in their online interactions. Digital literacy is dynamic and emphasizes on continuous capacity building. It requires the capacity to adapt to emerging technologies and platforms. Digitally literate individuals are more inclined to embrace new digital tools. They adjust their online identity to evolving trends and are ready to explore and experiment with emerging online technologies. A person's online identity can reflect their digital literacy regarding their ability to navigate, engage, and protect themselves in the digital world. Individuals with higher digital literacy levels are better equipped to manage their online presence effectively, make informed choices, and present a more polished and a better secure online identity. At this point, we would take up the idea of cyber vetting. LinkedIn is a primary platform HR professionals use to supplement candidate information, also occasionally checking Facebook and Twitter to verify the details of the CV and also to form a comprehensive candidate profile. Negative information found online, such as a candidate's inappropriate behavior, can strongly influence HR professionals' assessments and even lead to the rejection of a candidate. Photos on SNS profiles play a significant role in evaluating job candidates. HR professionals consider the appropriateness of the images, especially when they conflict with the professional image a candidate is trying to project. HR professionals also assess language proficiency and writing style, the presence or the absence of biases, etc., in candidates' online profiles, especially for positions where communication skills are essential. HR executives are now incorporating the examination of candidates' online profiles into their recruitment process. They recognize that a resume only offers an official version of an individual, and they often turn to the social media to gain insights into the candidate's personality, behavior, interest, etc., outside of work. Online screening is often a step taken after initial interviews, mainly and particularly when HR professionals have doubts or need more information to decide. Normally, it is felt that HR professionals appreciate candidates with an effective online presence, signaling adaptability to technology and current trends. But they also respect those who choose not to be on social networking sites. The public sector, in particular, places a strong emphasis on the integrity of candidates due to the nature of its operations, and as a result, HR professionals within these organizations occasionally take into account the political views and affiliations of applicants. This consideration is rooted in the understanding that an individual's political engagement and opinions can significantly impact their role and responsibility. Thus, the candidate selection process is influenced by this critical dimension. There are diverse software that help organizations in screening their potential candidates for them. Let us look at one such example of software.
Did you know that 1 in 5 candidates' online activity and social media will show red flags that indicate them as a bad hire? Further still, 1 in 10 people assessed by their digital footprint may be considered high risk. When making important hiring decisions, we always measure our candidates' performance and ability to do the job. But hiring the right person is also about trust. We all want to build a workforce we can trust, made up of people who positively contribute to our organization's culture, reputation, and success. Digital footprint checks can help you achieve this. The types of red flags discovered by digital footprint checks are often missed by traditional background checks. While your candidate may appear to be the perfect fit on paper, throughout your interview process and even after traditional background checks, their online life and digital footprint may indicate otherwise. Red flags, or as we call them, cultural fit indicators, include discriminatory behaviours such as racism, sexism, homophobia, and hate speech. Criminal history and conduct such as fraud, acts of violence, and cybercrime. And unprofessional behaviours such as online bullying, strong language, explicit content, substance use, and bad-mouthing employers or co-workers. By uncovering cultural fit indicators in the hiring process, digital footprint checks will empower your organisation with the confidence of hiring a workforce you can trust. You can become more proactive by easily and thoroughly assessing each candidate's alignment with your values, brand image, culture, and reputation, while also gaining in-depth insights into your candidate's attitudes, interests, skills, and qualifications, demonstrating your commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, minimizing the risk of bad hires, and reducing employee turnover. So can you or should you do digital footprint checks yourself? Well, 75% of employers are already manually checking their candidates' social media accounts. But missed insights and resourcing aside, DIY information gathering brings its own risks of potential bias and discrimination against candidates. At Check Social, our checks are compliant. We use leading AI technology combined with expert analyst insights to assess public data and exclude protected attributes such as race, religion, sexuality, marital status, or gender to avoid discrimination. Empower your organisation with the confidence of hiring a workforce you can trust with Check Social's digital footprint checks.
The evolution of the internet and digital culture has blurred the lines between the private and public domains, creating a unique challenge. This phenomenon leaves individuals vulnerable to unwelcome scrutiny as the distinction between personal and professional lives becomes increasingly complex in our interconnected world. This new digital paradigm demands a nuanced and careful approach in evaluating candidates and employees. This issue continues evolving as technology and society progress. John Pelfrey, a law professor at Harvard Law School, provides an insightful comment on the Harvard Business Review case, We Googled You. The case highlights the dilemma of a CEO considering hiring a candidate with a promising background but a potentially problematic online history. He points out that problems arise from the generation gap between today's digital native youth who have extensive digital experience and senior executives who are primarily digital immigrants with limited digital history. The internet has created norms that make distinguishing between the private and the public challenging, leaving individuals vulnerable to unwelcome scrutiny. Andy Beal, an online reputation management expert, views Google as a reputation engine as it shapes the perception of potential customers, employers, and the media about businesses as well as individuals. Pelfrey suggests that as digital natives advance in their careers and later on become CEOs and HR executives with seniority, the understanding and handling of digital issue in the corporate world will improve. These aspects shall be discussed further in connection to the perils of online communication in one of the later modules. It would be pertinent to refer to a 2008 research by Matthew Fraser and Soumitra Datta. The work is titled Throwing Sheep in the Boardroom: How Online Social Networking Will Transform Your Life, Work, and World. This work discusses the potential severe reputational damage caused by online indiscretions. The authors highlight two main ways reputation can be harmed online: that is, self exhibition and shaming. Shaming occurs when someone deliberately tries to tarnish a person's reputation by exposing private aspects of their life that they would prefer to keep hidden. Self exhibition is when individuals attempt to leave a mark online, unaware of the possible adverse outcomes their bragging could lead to. The article Facebook entry gets office worker fired on CNET News recently tells a story of a young woman named Kimberly Swan in the United Kingdom who lost her job after posting on her Facebook wall that she found her job boring. Her employer cited her negative comments on Facebook as the reason for terminating her employment and stated that it indicated her unhappiness and lack of enjoyment in her work. Let us look at the role of epistemics in identity construction. Epistemic competence involving critical thinking and information evaluation equips individuals to discern the reliability of online content, enhancing their ability to share and engage with accurate information in the digital realm. Epistemic competence can contribute to an individual's role as a thought leader or expert in a particular subject. Those who consistently demonstrate their expertise by sharing valuable insights, conducting in depth research, and participating in meaningful discussions online develop a digital identity as a trusted authority in their field. It affects how they engage with online information, their capacity to share accurate and valuable knowledge, and their overall reputation in digital spaces. Digitally competent professionals maintain comprehensive and professional online profiles. These profiles, whether on LinkedIn, personal websites, or professional networking platforms, showcase their skills, qualifications, certifications, and work experiences. They ensure that these profiles align with their actual competence and expertise. We would discuss a very interesting and informative article by Susan Eisner, which was published in 2005. It is titled as Managing Generation Y. It comments that the workforce currently comprises four different generations: traditionalist, baby boomers, Generation X, and Generation Y. Each generation has distinctive characteristics and views on social networking. Understanding intergenerational differences is crucial as each generation has unique management styles and technological skills. Generation Y is highly adept in technology, but it might also lack specific soft skills which are observed frequently among the previous generations. This multifaceted generational composition within the workforce necessitates a management approach that acknowledges and adapts to these differences. The aim of discussing the impact of online indiscretions and intergenerational differences in online technology usage is not to be taken as discouragement from creating an online identity. Rather, the intention is to suggest how to create, craft, and effectively manage the online identity. Identity struggles in the context of the digital workplace can be complex and may arise from the intersection of personal and professional online identities. Balancing authenticity with professionalism online can be challenging as individuals may need to conform to a work appropriate image, potentially suppressing their personal interest and authentic selves. In the digital workplace, employees may wrestle with concerns of discrimination or bias linked to aspects to their digital identities like gender, ethnicity, disability, race, etc. The pressure to constantly engage with digital tools and online networks can lead to digital burnout also, impacting one's overall well being and identity. In the contemporary workplace, there is a growing need to assess and deconstruct our identities for several important reasons. This process allows for a clearer and more objective understanding of ourselves, contributing to personal growth and development. It also enables us to navigate the narratives surrounding diversity and oppression, fostering a deeper awareness of how these factors influence our professional lives. Ultimately, identity evaluation and deconstruction have become essential tools for success in today's diverse and dynamic work environments. Strategies for deconstructing and also for reconstructing identity within groups can be categorized into three primary theoretical frameworks. The first is equality perspective leading to inclusion. The second is difference perspective that aims at reversal. And the third is diversity perspective that emphasizes displacement. In the first perspective, it is suggested that identities should be deconstructed to allow everyone to be treated equally, regardless of their gender, race, or any other characteristic. Difference perspective that aims at reversal suggests that instead of assimilating everyone into a uniform identity, we should reverse the norm by highlighting and valuing unique qualities, especially those which have been traditionally marginalized. Diversity perspective that emphasizes displacement suggests challenging and deconstructing the existing notions of identity towards a more fluid and diverse understanding of identity. Deconstruction and personal branding are connected through self reflection and reconstruction. It can be a valuable step in the development of a personal brand. By breaking down one's identity and reevaluating it, individuals can better understand their strengths, values, and unique qualities. This self awareness can then be channeled into deliberately constructing a personal brand that authentically represents who they are and what they want to be known for. Building a personal brand is also a very significant idea in this context. A personal brand is the qualities people generally associate with you. Your online brand should align with your offline personal brand as they are interconnected. Building a solid personal brand on social media takes time and consistency in maintaining your brand image across all professional interactions. Being thoughtful and strategic about what we post online is essential to maintain a positive personal brand. Transparency is a crucial aspect of personal brand management. Personal branding does not involve pretending to be someone we are not, as hypocrisy cannot be sustained in the transparent online world. Instead, it requires a genuine self assessment of our online profiles to ensure they accurately represent our skills and professional values. Let us now look at some crucial steps towards rebranding. We must regularly Google ourselves to identify and remove content which is objectionable. We should also try to set up Google Alerts for our name to monitor online mentions. We should manage the number of social media accounts to maintain consistency. The friends list should also be regularly reviewed, and we must insist on keeping relevant contacts. We should also recognize the value of weak ties or latent ties on social media for professional networking. The concept of latent ties has already been discussed in one of the previous modules. We should also try to purchase our domain name to control the online presence. We should maintain positive and relevant content on the profiles, and we should also be consistent across different platforms. We should not reveal unnecessary personal information, and we should be cautious of balancing openness with privacy. We should also try to continually increase our online visibility through blogging and active participation in professional groups through postings, etc. The social media posts should also be timed carefully. especially if you are employed. We should focus on reciprocity and providing value when networking online, particularly in our professional networks. We should control our privacy settings on all social media platforms to protect and safeguard our personal information. The office environment, both globally and in India, is rapidly evolving with the increasing use of mobile devices and tablets, etc., to access the internet. The lines between professional and personal lives are blurring, and it is now a matter of personal choice rather than company norms on how much we let the two aspects mingle. Building and maintaining a personal brand, whether online or offline, is laborious, but taking the first step in that direction is crucial. By implementing the strategies we have discussed in this module, individuals can take control of their online identity. Statements about ourselves online, which can lead to changes in our attitudes and behaviors, are known as identity shift. When we post content about ourselves on personal websites, blogs, or social media, we become both the sender and receiver of these messages. Unlike fleeting thoughts or spoken statements about ourselves, these online posts are more permanent and can be revisited continually, allowing for reflection and potential self transformation. We can say, in conclusion, that the concepts of identity and deconstruction are dynamic and multifaceted. They empower individuals to develop a deeper self awareness, foster a more authentic personal brand, and navigate the complexities of our ever evolving digital world. Managing one's online reputation, dealing with privacy concerns, and navigating issues like online harassment are integral aspects of our digital identities, particularly in the modern world where we are increasingly interconnected through digital platforms. By understanding and applying these concepts thoughtfully, we can better shape our personal and professional lives while staying true to ourselves. In the next module, we shall discuss how various strategies of technical communication align with the digital spaces. Thank you.